What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. I just got done watching Superman and Lois Season 4 Episode 10 and I couldn't help but come on here and make a video about it. This is going to be pretty laid back, pretty much just going to be me talking about the show and why I think Tyler Hoechlin is the greatest Superman of all time. This series, from when I first started watching it a couple years ago, has been one of my favorite superhero shows ever. When I first started watching it, I was so impressed by how high quality it looked. Despite it being a CW show, the visual effects were really good and the cinematography was phenomenal. The writing is also great. We had never had a live action Superman show that showed him married with kids, so I was kind of interested to see how they were going to approach it, and they did it really well. Season 1 through 3 was amazing, and after the cliffhanger at the end of Season 3, I was so excited to see what they were going to do next. Then when I found out that there was some doubt on whether or not they were going to get a final season, I was super concerned because I believed that this show deserved a real ending because of how great it had been. But a little later on, Season 4 was announced, and I was so happy because I was going to get to see the whole gang at least one more time. As the show went on, I liked it more and more. There was never a dip in quality like there were with other CW shows like The Flash and Green Arrow and pretty much every other one that was ever made. And I feel like this is the Superman show and really the Superman adaptation that we had all been waiting for. The most recent one in Henry Cavill was a little bit darker toned, and while some people like that, including myself, I thought it was a fresh take on the character, it wasn't the true modern Superman adaptation that people, I feel, really wanted. The last Superman adaptation like that was really Christopher Reeve back in the 1970s and 80s. And I had my doubts about Tyler going into the show. He didn't really look like the Superman from the comics to me, and I had seen some clips from him in the Arrowverse shows, and I didn't really like what I saw. But when I started watching this show, my opinion changed completely. He embodies Superman completely. He embodies hope and justice and really everything else that Superman is supposed to embody. And just to talk about that series finale for a second, I don't think they could have ended it in a better way. I think that was my favorite episode of the entire show, to be honest with you. The first half of the episode was the grand finale, final battle between Doomsday, Lex, and Superman. I thought visually it was pretty well done despite the massive budget cuts this season. And the writing, as always, was really good. But the second half of the episode was just as good, if not better. It was able to round out almost every single character's arc in the span of 15 to 20 minutes, which is pretty impressive. Clark narrating over the rest of his life and the others around him was probably my favorite moment of the entire show. It felt so personal and so real. It was like the perfect ending to the series. This show as a whole, and Tyler Hoechlin's Superman, I don't think will ever get the respect it deserves, and I'm not really exactly sure why. It could be because not as many people watch these shows as maybe people watch the movies and things like that. But for the people that have watched this show and enjoyed it for 4 years, they will get to appreciate what this show and what his adaptation of Superman brought to fans all around the world. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. I think this is kind of what my channel is going to be moving forward. Anytime there's a topic I feel like talking about, I'll probably just hop on here and make a video about it. I'd love to hear your opinion on the episode and the series as a whole, and also your opinion on this style of video. And with all that being said, I'll see you in the next one.